Welcome to Intellify. Today we will go in bit of a detail of the term science manual. So let us get started with the learning objectives. Now every chapter in this manual begins with a learning objectives table. Now these learning objectives are nothing but a breakdown of competencies that the learner would acquire after the completion of the chapter. Now these learning objectives are a combination of skills, and what would the learner use these skills for? For example, the first learning objective in the table relates to the skill of analysis, and the students will use this competency to identify ingredients in different food items. Now let us come to the content area. Now the most important concepts and the sub-concepts in a particular chapter are listed in the first section. Now these are in a logical order and present a sequence in which they are likely to be followed while teaching. But it is not an implication here. The teachers can use their strategy as per their liking. Now the next in our list is the NCERT learning outcomes. Now the NCERT learning outcomes are present in each chapter, along with the delineated learning objectives. Each learning objective is mapped to NCERT learning outcomes and helps teachers to easily identify the larger outcome that a child must be able to demonstrate at the end of each chapter. Now, as the NCERT learning outcomes are generic, they may relate to many concepts together. Moving on to the test items. Now for each learning objectives, at least 2 competency-based test items have been provided. These test items are basically MCQs, which assess developed competencies of a child rather than only knowledge. Now the teachers can use these materials to assess if a child has achieved that learning objective and can further take supportive actions. Now the teachers are also encouraged to come up with similar kind of questions to assess the skills of the students. Now last but not the least is the suggested teacher resources. Now at the end of each chapter, there are certain activities that have been suggested and can be carried out by the teachers with learners to explain a particular concept. Now these are basically samples, and the teachers can either use, adapt, or even create certain activities that align to the concept. Now that is all for today, but thank you for watching Intellify.